Have you ever seen a more ambiguous title than that? I mean, seriously. Midnight Special. Now, Midnight Special was directed by Jeff Nichols. The film stars Michael Shannon, Joel Edgerton, Kirsten Dunst, Jaden Lieberher, and Adam Driver. And as the title suggests, this movie is very vague and ambiguous, so this review will be 100% spoiler-free and just as vague as all the promotional clips and trailers you've seen. The movie essentially tells a story about a little boy that is very special. And that's all I'm gonna say about this little kid. The government is after him, and Michael Shannon, who is his father, tries to keep him safe. He gets help from Joel Edgerton, who is willing and able to defend himself, the boy, and Michael Shannon's character, or at least so he thinks. And while all this is happening, we have an analyst, played by Adam Driver, who tries to figure out what the hell is going on and what's so special about that kid and how to find it. And yeah, that is everything I'm going to say about the plot. Now, going into this movie, I had no expectations whatsoever. I thought the trailer looked very intriguing. The cast looked phenomenal. And luckily, I can tell you, this movie is pretty fucking cool. And as the title suggests, this movie is extremely vague. Now, a movie like this depends on atmosphere. And I think they did a very fine job in this film because it's a slow-paced movie, but there's this constant dread going on and also this constant question mark above your head because this movie is a mystery. Also, the soundtrack adds a lot to the film. And if you've seen the trailer, they use that specific theme throughout the entire film and it works perfectly. There's this one scene where Joel Edgerton's character drives without his lights on the highway, and yeah, that was tension building. And now let's talk about the cast. Michael Shannon did another phenomenal job in this film. He is this very protective father to this little boy who, yeah, as I said, is special. And you feel the constant need and cold-hearted nature of this guy because he had to become a cold-hearted bastard in order to protect his son. Joel Edgerton, he's like a guy on a mission. He's like, I'm gonna do what's right here, but he also seems to be the moral compass more or less because some decisions that Michael Shannon has no problem with, Joel Edgerton's like, dude, you're going too far with this. And I like that chemistry a lot. Kirsten Dunst is in the movie. I haven't seen her in a very long time, and she was very emotional, and I loved her in the film. And Adam Driver, I mean, I already loved him in Star Wars The Force Awakens, and in this movie, he surprisingly added a lot of humor to this role and this specific character, and it worked. He is one of those guys, he is pretty much the audience. He has no idea what's going on, yet he is constantly intrigued, and yeah, he gets dragged into that rabbit hole. And Jaden Lieberher, that little kid is fantastic. And I don't praise child actors a lot, but when I see one that's phenomenal, well, then I'll praise him. And this kid is phenomenal. I already loved him in St. Vincent. And in this movie, he gives another stunning performance. The movie slows down a little bit in the second act. It did drag on a little bit. And I believe if this movie would have been 10 to 15 minutes shorter, it would have been perfect. But I still had a blast with it. I do really want to revisit it because it's one of those movies that leaves you with more questions than answers. And I like that kind of stuff. It's open to interpretation. You can sit down with a bunch of people and discuss this. Like, what does it all mean? I love that kind of shit. Midnight Special gets the silver medal. This movie really caught me off guard. It was a welcome surprise. And yeah, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys, as always, for watching, and if you like what you see here and you want to see more, then just subscribe.